Today I want to talk about a bit of my journey I've been on and the headspace that I had to create. So one of the things I found myself doing is getting lost in myself, taking care of everybody around me, using all my energy to make sure that everybody's life is functioning to its fullest potential. They're reaching their fullest potential. And I found myself writing my goals every year, and there was the same one goal that kept showing up on this process. And that was really probably one of the most important ones, and that was my own fitness level. So what it's really come down to me that I had to clear in my head is the one principle that I'm going to talk to you about right now, and that's called you versus you. What are you doing for yourself? And it's time to get selfish. Now, selfish is a big word. We're raised as children not to be selfish. And I was one of those people taking care of everybody, wasn't really focused on finances, and I felt guilty for making money. Then I woke up one day and I realized the more money I made, the more people I could help. People are in trouble, I could write a check and help solve a problem if they deserved it. I wasn't just giving it away, but if my heart made it feel right, we can do it. So we had to cross that bridge, but that came through serving the masses of people through chiropractic and loving and care. And I woke up one day and looked in the mirror and wasn't happy with the man I was becoming. So we had to get real with that. So I came up with this principle, you versus you. What is it when you look in the mirror, when you take a deep gut check of the man or woman you are today, are you truly happy? Right? Are you caught up in the outside world and what's going on and all around us, and you're trying to solve all these people's problems? You're never going to, right? And if your friends are sitting around talking about garbage all day, you're going to have a garbage life. You're going to be a reflection of the 5 closest people in your life, and that's why I'll talk about creating a mentor group, people that you could be tight with and people you could be real with, which means they're going to call you out on your shit and tell you where you suck. And that's not always the easiest thing to take. But, to me, that's what even marriage is all about. For my spouse to look me in the eye and say, that's incongruent, that's not right. And I got to be humble enough to change it. And that's you versus you. It's being real in your life, this walk in life. As I speak right now, I'm 52 years old. I look at it as I'm halfway through my life. This next part of my life is going to kick ass because I'm being selfish. I'm making it about me, but it's going to help feed my service hand for taking care of others. I'm still going to take care of others. I'm going to serve others. I'm going to serve on the highest level possible that God will let me, but I'm going to have more energy doing it, more power doing it because I'm a better version of myself. So what does that look like? It's called a gut check. We're going to put a video out that's going to talk about setting up goals and how to align your principles. But it's a real honest gut check of what you want. What's your why? Why do you exist? Why are you here? Is your job to wake up, throw food in a kid's face, drop them off at school, and then go sit around with your friends and get fat and be unhappy and complain about the environment, complain about politics, complain about all the bullshit that's going on in the world? Or is it to how do I be a better version of myself? How's your relationship with your spouse? How's your relationship with your friends? Who are you going to spend time with this weekend? Is that an empowering relationship or is it a freaking drain? We all have those friends in our life that, you get around them and they want to talk problems. I don't have many of them anymore because part of you versus you, I got rid of them. Even on social media, I delete them. If I see a picture of something that I just don't like, I delete it. You know what? I don't feel bad for you, right? Because it's all about me. Because the more I empower myself, the more I can serve others, and those others that want it, that want to be empowered, their life's going to kick ass. But if I'm not the best potential, the highest energy vibration that I can be, others will suffer, and so will my mission. At the end of the day, that's where people wake up and they've got anxiety and depression because they know deep down they're not living their God's given permission, their permission that He gave us to live our mission, right? We lose our passion, we lose our purpose, we lose our way, and we wake up and we say, I'm just not happy. And then you go to a doctor who gives you dope to try to make you happy. You eat food that makes you happy for a moment. You drink crap that makes you happy for a moment. Then you wake up the next day and there's guilt. Don't look me in the eye and tell me there's no guilt. When you wake up and you feel like crap, you're exhausted, you're tired. What does that do to your relationships? What does that do to your kids? What are we teaching our kids? So what is you versus you for yourself? We're going to launch a webinar soon that we're going to be teaching massive action steps for people that you could take. And the first step is learning about yourself. What gives you, certainty, uncertainty in life, significance in life? Where are you finding love? Where are you finding friendships? Where are you finding you? Because when you find you, everybody keeps talking about biohacking the body and all these little shortcuts. You just got to bio-awaken the body. All the gifts are inside of you. They've just been buried through educated mindset, through social media, things that they're trying to tell us to make us sheep. And our next video is going to be talking about becoming a freaking wolf. When you become a wolf and you get your family of wolves, I look at my kids and they're saying, how are they doing in this time? My kids are kicking ass. You know why? Because they're wolves. I'm not raising sheep. I'm not raising little dogs and puppies that are going to be victims in life. I want them to be the best version of themselves. But that starts with me. That starts with my wife. That starts with our principles that we live by, that we're going to go through here, that we want to teach you. So you want to look in the mirror and say, who am I right now? Am I proud of myself? Don't think about mommy and daddy and what they're thinking of you. Screw them. Some of them may even be dead right now. You know what? Cry for a moment, then suck it up and live. And what can you do to be a better version of yourself right now and commit to it and write it down? And follow this up with our goals video that how to put things in writing and then take massive action steps, because talk is cheap. Right? You can listen to this and say, yeah, that makes sense. But if you don't take action, you don't put it in writing, you're just going to wake up the same person tomorrow. And let me tell you something. If you're 2 degrees off course, 5 years from now, you're going to be 50 degrees off course. And it's a lot harder to get back on course, but you can do it. And that's where a lot of us wake up. We've been just little baby steps. Maybe it's 5 pounds a year, 10 pounds a year, 20 pounds a year. Now you're 100 pounds overweight. Well, let me tell you something. Lose the freaking fat by committing today to get back on course. Change it, just 2 degrees a day. 1 degree a day. Within a year, you're 365 degrees better than you were when you sat down January 4th after you're hungover and wrote down your goals. Where has that gotten you? So you versus you is waking your ass up and saying, what am I going to do to be a better version of myself? And I'm going to take action steps. I'm going to look who I'm surrounding myself. Whoever is not feeding my journey, I cut them loose. And there's certain people that you're not going to share this journey with. You're not even going to tell them what you're doing because, yeah, but, or should you, or I have a better idea. Screw that. Cut them loose. And you know what? You can do it lovingly without them even knowing. There's people that I'm not talking to anymore. They don't even know it, right? They don't even know it. They'll never know it. And I really don't care because it's you versus you. It's, you know what, Steve? I'm going to be selfish right now to be a better version of myself because I serve my family better, serve my wife better, I serve my patients better. I got better relationships with friends. My best friends live in other states and countries. We just spent time in Florida together. Fellowship, talking about setting up goals, accountability. This little thing right here could be a weapon of good. It could be a weapon of bad. We hold each other accountable. My phone's blowing up right now with text messages of different things people have done this morning to better themselves, commitments they've made to better themselves, whether it's meditating, exercising, fasting, praying, whatever it is, and we're holding each other accountable. So who's your mentor group and what are you going to do? But first things first is look in the mirror. You know what? Get freaking naked and look at your body and say, man, I love myself for who I am. Don't beat yourself up, but then say, you know what? If I take action steps in my life, what do I look like in 5 years from now? And then back it up 5 months from now if you just change a little bit. A day at a time. Good friend of mine, Craig Burkle, says there's no more day ones. You make the transition today, your life will never be the same again, and you'll love yourself even more for it. God bless you.